Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions for the Thrones of Ascension. We are Ulm, and we are forging ahead. And we are poor as hell, but at least we have good gem income, right? I mean, that's pretty nice. And we have a lot of troops, but many of them are moving toward the front lines as we speak. It is now fall in the year 4 of the Ascension Wars. Ethna searched Omia for magic sites, but found nothing. We did get some good blood volunteers in Oiperi. In Ragdan, the animals seemed determined to cause bad luck. Snakes and rabbits were crossing people's paths all the time. Misfortune +3, that stinks. We're getting a lot of bad events. Earthshell Mountains, bad harvest. Very verbose. Negative 100% tax, so we didn't get any tax whatsoever. But in the range of Shadow, the ruler of the province has been able to enforce an existing law, giving the government monopoly on gambling. So, good income, but we also raised some unrest. Looks like Shabalba tried to get a scout through us and failed. And that's really it. Nothing really exciting happened in that turn resolution. So what are we doing now? Well, we are, of course, moving troops to the front. I have also moved a bunch of smiths over here to Western Plains to research so they don't clog up the screen here in Oiperi. Thor Henry's doing a great job getting rid of unrest. So let's introduce some new people here. First of all, in Oiperi we have Lampshade. And we don't have anybody new here. In Ulm, we have Axak, I guess, our priest smith. In Umbro, we have Kartoffelpuffer, and that probably means something terrible in a foreign language, but, you know, whatever. Most of my audience speaks English, so there we go. In Ogwoods, we have Elvin Bremner. In the Royal Forest, we have Crazy Man, who got an Astral random, so woohoo. And then in the Iron Range, we have Durin Iron Wolf. So what's going on? We have Destry Soul, who unfortunately is not going to live for very much longer. 9 hit points now, but I am moving all of his troops to Omur, and there he can give his items and troops maybe to Dimitri. And, Batman, why are you here? Oh, did I want you to, like, scout out Black Ulm? Okay, you could do that. But let's, have you retreat. And let's put you way in the back here. Alright, so you can give him a little poke, see what's going on. Black Ulm seems to be reduced to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 core provinces, and at least these 2 over here, but I think they have some over here as well. We're moving this huge army with everyone. Kuna, Stalker, Wolf. Wolf, please tell me you're not diseased. Okay, good. Oh yeah, right. Wolf only lost an eye, and that was my fault, because I gave him an eye of aiming. So, it's very Ulmish, I think. Cybernetic implants, you know? It's the strength of men versus magic. So that's good. Azerd is definitely diseased, I remember that. And oh no, did Coldnar... Oh yeah, I think Coldnar, we knew he was diseased. That's why we're sending him to battle. Yeah, so they're all moving here, and they're going to meet up with these 3, Erectus, Endlord, and Drowlover. I might send Drowlover back home to Ogwoods to get more troops, but I'll move Erectus and Endlord forward with the troops. If Shabalba chooses this time to attack, well, they're going to be very successful, although they really shouldn't, because we're in their dominion here, not the other way around. So they shouldn't really have a reason to declare war on us. Ulm's actually, Black Ulm, I should say, is actually maintaining their dominion quite well. Alright, here we have Steels, Cabuis, Bry, and Nidoros. Alright, so they're all going to head over to the Royal Forest, as will this group, Dr. Quacksalver, George, Gendrick, Gordon, Overkill, and Waylander. I'm going to determine a good force to send out from here. The problem is I'm completely out of money, so I can't recruit any troops this turn except for my Griffins, which I am recruiting. I guess the commanders. We have so many commanders being recruited now that they're just very expensive. As you can see here, Alsvin has left Kopos again, probably for the Lake of God, since he's neither in the Dark Blue Sea or the Sea of Woe. And he has some soulless imageries here. I'm not going to tempt him. I'm just going to let this go for the time being. We weren't really getting much out of Kopos anyway. Otherwise, I have Ethna running around here searching. Boba, Zazakita, and Cal Lord are defending here. And it was remarked that I should have my priests preaching, so as you can see that I'm doing that now with Private LSD and Walden. The ones that aren't preaching obviously can't preach. Havel also has a missing eye due to the Eye of Aiming. Demonicus. Also, I have Overlord, Gru, and that's it, I guess, preaching here, because nobody else can preach. And I have Pikel Mouvet and Franz von Biesgau and Cyber Commando preaching here. So these territories are all now slightly in our domain, not humongously. And that's really it, because I haven't been able to afford to hire many more people. I do have some good items. Bright Mail, Halbergian. Very light and durable. No encumbrance penalty. I guess that'd be decent for a smith. I think I gave out some wine bags. Yeah, Wolf has one. But I don't think... Where they really need it is down here. Destry does not have one. Wombat does, though. So I might want to move Wombat down to the Searing Sands. Although even with it, he's still using 73 supplies, and we only have enough room for about 50 more here. It's Omur, where we really need the backup. That's where we're missing all, like, frontline troops completely. But yeah, we might want to slow down on the Smith production. I feel like we need troops right now a bit more than we need commanders. So like in Iron Range, we'll cut that out for right now. Yeah, see, that's huge, right? One Smith is worth so many troops. And I think Western Plains isn't recruiting anything. Yeah. And I think we can also, for right now, let things chill in Noe Perry. Because I'd rather have our Smiths closer to the front lines. And Umbro, Royal Forest, and Ogwoods. Ulm, of course, we have to continue recruiting because they get the Priest-Smiths and the Black Priests, which can only be found there. But I want troops, actually, to be recruited in Ogwoods. Alright. And let's talk about summoning units. I don't have enough money to build a temple, or I'm sorry, a laboratory in these three places, so we can't summon any directly in the front lines, although that would have been a smart idea. But we can here. I do want to save my Earth Gems, however, for the big spells that are coming. Just to give you a quick note on research, I'm going full construction. I now have the ability to summon Iron Dragons. Or, sorry, Iron Angels. I'm working toward Iron Dragons. That's in the construction tree. What I also want in the same level is Mechanical Militia. That will be so helpful in this particular game because the AI likes to throw tons of troops at you, and Mechanical Militia just adds what it says, a Mechanical Militia to defend all of your provinces. So, hugely, hugely important spell right there for a single-player game. Maybe a little bit less useful in multiplayer, but I'm loving it. And Siege Golems are really good too. Easy to cast with only 3 Earth. So, Construction 9 is a big deal for us. Forge of the Ancients, you would think, oh, that makes sense for Ulm, but it's really not worth it. There are other spells I want to cast first, like Mechanical Militia and Riches from Beneath, which gives you more production. Forge of the Ancients, it makes your smithing better, obviously. You can smith more items, but right now we really haven't had a problem with smithing the items that we want. We have somebody somewhere that can smith what we want, and anything that we can't smith, we really don't need. Now, with regards to Riches from Beneath, a lot of you have been saying, okay, Marcus, your resources are now outstripping your money, so you should start investing in Black Plate Infantry. And I haven't done that yet, but I suppose I should at some point. It's just that you get so little. Let's see what else. What makes them? I think they have higher encumbrance too at 8, whereas your regular guys have 7. I mean, I guess that's not a big deal, but I don't want them like collapsing on the battlefield. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I think we are ready to end the turn. So let's do it. Hope we're ready to end the turn. Higher precision, yeah. All right. Kuna has found nothing. F. Boli has found nothing. Daggerl has found nothing. We have more blood slaves in Oiperi, or blood volunteers. And we are patrolling. So, it's really quiet. All's quiet on the Western Front, and the Northern Front, and the Southern Front. The Eastern Front is the water, so I'm not really expecting much to happen there. Moonwatcher should have been forging something. That was my bad. Let's get a... I think we have plenty of Alquils at this point. Let's get more Eyes of Aiming. Now we have 80 Earth Gems. Is that enough to cast... Is that enough to cast Riches from... Or Mechanical... Well, you know, we can cast Riches from Beneath. We can't cast Mechanical Militia because we don't have the research for it yet. And it will be a while. Well, 2 turns to get to level 8. So I could do something else with the Chief. Soups needs to forge. I guess another one of those. Lobo, can you forge a water bracelet? Thank you very much. Okay, Raygrim, Kendrick, and Lucius are all here. You know, I can give them Guardians and get them ready off camera, but let's start moving places. Okay, so our army's here in Bycliffe, and we are finally heading toward... We're going to take Erectus and Endlord with us. And actually... Drow Lover, we're going to have you give your guys to Stalker. Alright, so all these guys are going to Winter Peaks. And Drow Lover is going to head back to Ogwoods by way of Anphalia. Nothing here, so we're now going to go to, I guess, Moreni. This is my searching crew here. Between these guys, we can get 2 fire, 1 astral, 2 water, 2 nature, and 2 earth. So we can pretty much... This is a mobile Chief Smith kind of replicant group. Alright, let's do some names. Arnold. Arnold, you're going to be Audmus. The Axe. Okay. And Gundamar is going to be Carl Free. Okay, we didn't recruit anybody here. We did in Umbro, and that is going to be Roar Eom. Okay, interesting. Rorium. And here we've got Black Priest, who is ending up going to be Kane Blackstone. Sweet. And that's everybody. Yep, that's everybody. Okay, so we are, just in case you're following at home, we are up to 150 in commanders, although it's going to slow down a little bit because we're running out of money. But you know what we're not running out of is Earth Gems. Now, what does an Iron Angel take exactly? I think only the Chief can summon them at this point. Two Astral and 5 Earth. Okay, so actually, Crazy Man could do it with some attention. Well, he really needs 3 Earth. I guess we can empower him. Right now, yeah, only Chief Smith, and I think even Chief Smith needs to get his Bloodstone back before he can do it. Let's see. Do we have any more Astral randoms floating around? Not here. Where did they all go? Ogwoods? No, I checked that. Oh, there's Rin. Hey, Rin, why don't you search? I think I forgot about you for a turn. Milkster's here. He'll do the Bow of War, along with the Eye of Aiming that the other guy is doing. But where... I knew I had more than a few Astral Smiths. I don't have them in combat, do I? Wow, Destry, you're not looking good, buddy. Let's, Sorry there's no combat in this episode, folks. That's just the way it ended up working out. Alright, Dimitri. You're going to take all of Destri's guys here. And we're going to put them in a line formation. Nice. And we're also going to give that to Dimitri. And Dimitri already has a bow, I think. He does. But I think your bow is actually better, Destry. So we'll switch. Yeah, now Destry has the ethereal crossbow. And he will use that until his time is done in this world. Let's put him here. Alright. So this army is ready to go. And I don't see anybody else developing disease, so hopefully that plague is behind us. Alright, and what was I going to do with these guys? Oh, wow. Wherein has ridiculous unrest. There's got to be a site here that we haven't found that causes unrest. Might be a blood site. Or death. I don't know what else causes unrest. I'm pretty sure nature sites don't cause unrest, but I could be wrong. They really need help in Searing Sands, but they need it more in Omer, so let's head over there. Although now with Destry, actually, they have pretty good front line. I'm not sure what to do with these guys. I simply can't move them to Searing Sands because there's not enough. But I could, for example, move Wombat. He has 69. That's what I'll do. I'll take Wombat here, move him to Searing Sands. He has the never-ending thing, so that's going to cover about 50 of his guys. And then the rest will all move to Omer. And they all appear to be standing roughly where I want them to stand. I mean, it's a mess here. We have all these different groups of Arbalests in different positions. But that's alright. These guys actually play a good role in defending our commanders. So that's pretty solid. Next turn, we should be able to romp on Winter Peaks. I mean, I hope so with this huge army. Along with Wolf with his Eye of Aiming and his Golden Arbalest, which has really high precision anyways. 2 attacks and a huge range. Yeah. It's able to fire and reload several times faster than normal Arbalest. So, and he's got his command helmet. This army should be able to take, I mean, all these smiths. Let's take a look at what the battle line's looking like. Okay, so we have these guys holding and attacking closest. Behind them we have a line of Arbalests, and then all of our smiths, from what I could tell, have defenders of one kind or another. Let's actually move Erectus up a little bit, and his guardians. I had them move back a little bit because they were basically all alone with just province defense. But now that they're not, I want them to be effective. And then who's that way in the back here? Morgoth. Alright, we're going to move you here, Morgoth. We're going to give you Magma Eruption will be your deal. And your guards will be there. Alright, excellent. So this group's well set up, and they are all moving down to Winter Peaks and then Gold Mountains. And then we'll see what's in Mag. We'll find out actually next turn when we're in Winter Mountains. I have Anko here, hanging out in this huge fortress of Nightmarsh, and I might move him out because there's 340 of them. So if they do decide to patrol, they will find him. But Mooch Warriors, Mooch Dart Throwers, Wolves, Fine Men, Dispossessed Spirits. Has a Mooch Kahul. So we're kind of fortunate that they are not trying to attack us at this time. We'll move up to Inopia with Enko to keep him alive. Batman's now in Runia. We know what's in Runia, though, so let's go to Paranda. Alright, everyone here is doing their thing. Vagnard does have a hammer, but I'm not really forging anything right now. I'm saving my Earth Gems to, I guess, next turn cast Riches from Beneath. Although, really, I just need riches, like, of the traditional variety. Golden ones. There is a spell that gives you more money, but I don't believe I'll be able to cast it in this LP. I think it's an alteration. No, I guess not. It was an enchantment. Here it is. Gift of Nature's Bounty. But it requires 7 nature. I don't think anyone's able to cast that on my team. And 70 nature gems. But it does. Income of lands under the God's Dominion is greatly increased. So that would be super helpful, but it is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I am Marcus Aurelius, and we, of course, our Ulm, and we, of course, will continue to forge ahead. Have a good one.